Hi,
Hi, how you doing, Depian?
fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine. So I sent you what I have. I think you probably had some of them already. I don't know what else Jim wants me to send over. He was looking for an employee handbook that I can't find, so that might be something we have to add. But what else do you need from me? What do you need
Uh,
me to do?
Actually, I need to understand the step as well. I mean, when should we send those documents?
Resend them, you said?
Yeah, when should we send these documents to them?
Oh, when are we sending them to the candidates? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those are the ones I believe that we're going to attach to that email. That after we put them in, after we create a case, then we're sending that email out. Those are, I think, when they're sending after they have been, received their offer letter,
Okay,
there as a case, and then that's when we're sending out in that email.
okay. And so this is before the offer letter or along with the offer letter?
From my understanding, and I believe what Jim said is that they're going to receive the offer letter first. And then
Okay,
once they receive the offer letter, that's when we're going to be setting them up in ATMS with the case and what you have already set up, that onboarding process. So I
oh,
think
okay.
it's the
So
offer letter
before,
first. Mhm.
okay, so before creating the case, before you create case, candidate will have their offer letter.
Yes.
Okay, and then the case will be created, all the tasks will be done, and then these documents will be sent to them, and
Yes.
will be asked to come along with those documents, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay,
that email we were creating where it said, please complete these documents. They also have to send, I think, some uh, proof of identification. They have to do that, and then they have, I think it was 3 days turnaround to get that information back to us, and then once they get that back to us, then the next step would be them going, I guess, into orientation or whatever, wherever they're going, wherever their role is, they'd be sent to the next person.
okay. So I received one checklist from you, the offer
Yes.
letter that is done, and receipt of employee handbook.
Yeah, and that's what I got to find from Jim. I think he wanted that sent out, but I can't find that in the documents. So I'm gonna ask him about that. I'll send an email and say if he knows where that is.
Okay,
Yeah, so he wanted to send that out, and then I also listed that all of those letters don't go to everybody.
yeah,
Again, if it's a contract agreement, then they'll get the contract agreement. If they're resident in Virginia, DC, or Maryland, they would only get those. I'm assuming if they were a resident of another state, then they would get a specific withholding form. So that I would just have to, as they come along, whatever state they're from, I'd have to probably attach that myself. If you're from some from New Jersey, I'll just find the one from New Jersey and send that along with that one.
okay. So W4 you already sent to me, employee eligibility I-9, and that is already there. State tax
Yes,
withholding.
I believe the I-9, the W-4, the withholding, um, what was it? A direct deposit. Those are all that definitely have to go out to all of them. It's just if they're from a different different state, they might have to have an extra one that's
Okay,
attached. But I think with that one, what I think would probably be easier is just send out the ones that all of them have to have. Like maybe right now, let's not worry about the ones from Maryland and DC and Virginia. Let's just worry about the ones that everyone has to, and then it can be put as a task for me or for someone to get the state withholding tax for the residents, where that person lives. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? We don't. That'll be a task for someone that's on the, like, for myself. If I'm doing it, you can put it as a task for me. Find the state withholding tax for this candidate.
okay, I understand. And
Yeah,
the
get it.
employee information form.
Yeah, and then let me see. I think we might not have. Let me just get to my emails. Trying to remember if that's the one that if he wanted that one sent. Sent. Let me just look at the ones I sent you. Okay, so did I send that one? What was that one called? State. What does that say on that? Is it like a white sheet and it just has information like benefits, things like that? Uh,
Yeah, two form. I can't get. Could not see two form. One is state withholding, which you said that you will send it separately, and employee information form.
Yeah, I think that one we could hold off on that one. We can hold off on the information one because I think we want to maybe change that one a little bit, so you don't have to put that one in. So I'm just see. So we have direct deposit contract. Well, the contract would be different. Um, okay, so basically, the only forms that each person has to get is the I-9,
Mhm.
the W-4,
Yeah.
the direct deposit.
Okay.
Yeah, and then um, I'm assuming does the I'm trying to figure out because we do need to get Social Security, but I don't know how Jim wanted to do that because I remember he didn't want to do that through email.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was, worried about doing that through email. So that one I'm going to have to hold off on. I'll find out how he wants to get the Social Security from the and then the other thing that just needs to be in that email, and I think you already wrote it, was that we do need to get proof of identification. They have to make a copy of their license or something. Now I guess what I could possibly do is um, I'm trying to think if I create a well, I guess we could put that in the email and then, or I can create a form for the candidate that has a checklist and it'll say, you know, you have your I-9, you have your W-4, you have your direct deposit, and you have your copy of identification. I can also maybe create something like that and send that to you so that they have like a checklist themselves.
Okay.
But we have that new hire. I did send you a new hire checklist, right?
Yeah, you send me new head checklist, right?
Okay. Maybe I'll just add to that form of identification,
Okay.
but I have to change it. I'm sorry, I'm talking out loud to
No.
myself. Identification. Okay, so I might have to just send that to you and change that. But I believe that those so far are the ones that we need to send out to them.
Okay.
And was there anything else that we needed to complete on this, or is that the final step? And then,
Okay. After we send those the form, they will come to meet us or whatever. Okay. After 3 days, what they will do? How they will send us back the documents, or they will come to meet us? What should?
I think that the documents need to come back to me,
Okay.
right?
Through
Yeah,
email.
they need to come back to me.
Through email.
So when you send that email out, it
Mm-hmm.
can be an email sent from me so that they can return the documents directly to me because I think they can just fill them out and then return them. Now, I do know that some of them are going to go to finance, but I guess what we can do is just have them sent to me and then I can send them on to finance.
Yeah, I guess
That would,
that will
yeah.
be better because you can then arrange and send them to their respective places.
Okay. Okay. So the documents are returned to me. Um, and then I will then, I guess that's where I would put them in the case that we created for each person. That's where the documents and everything would be stored in the case for each person.
Uh, The finance documents, I actually don't know about the finance documents there, but the task for the finance is already created, like creating the T-sheet, QuickBook, etc.
Mhm.
So the when those documents will be needed, I mean, at the time of creating the QuickBook or before, after that.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't
Yeah,
hear.
the finance document, when it will be needed. I mean, before creating the QuickBook or T-sheet, or after
Oh,
this.
when do we need the documents?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
yeah.
Well, from my understanding, the documents are needed as soon as it'll be as soon as you put the case in, then that is going to signify that this person is hired, and then the documents need to be sent out then. Is that
Okay.
what you, or did I misunderstand your question?
No, because when you are creating the case, all the tasks will be assigned to respective uh, worker, respective employee, or I mean us.
uh,
Now, Jim will be creating the QuickBook and T-sheet for now. So he gonna need those documents before he start creating the QuickBook, or after he creates those accounts for them.
oh, okay. Well, is there, and maybe I'm off that, but is there a way that when you create that email, the documents are just attached to that template so that where the documents will always just be in that email? Because from what I'm understanding is that the documents, once the case is created, like the person's getting their offer letter, that the case is going to be created, then from that step one, step two means next step is the email is going to go out. So can that template just already have those documents attached to them, and then that I would just select, or whoever's sending it out would select the correct template, because one would be for a contractor, one would be for someone that's being hired for,
Yeah,
for, yeah.
I
Hmm.
I understand that
Okay.
I will do. I mean, the correct format or the template document, everything will be attached
Okay.
at the time. But as the task, as the process was created, like after they have their offer letter, right? Then the case will be created. At that moment, the task will be assigned.
Okay.
Now, everything, the task will be done before, even before they submit their document.
Okay. Yes.
So that's what I am asking about the finance documents. So
Oh, the
if the task
finance
is,
documents.
yeah, if the task is already done, then when the finance document will be needed?
Oh, the finance document. When will
Yeah.
they be needed? Is that you asking? Um, well, I guess you can put that if if the finance documents are going to be sent. So are you saying that the finance documents will be sent by the finance department? They won't be attached to this particular, because that's their task. They've got to take care of that information.
No,
Uh,
everything is automated here, so no need to send email separately. Everything will be done automatically. So
okay.
all the documents will be attached with the mail they will receive after we create the case. Okay, so
Right.
no issue with I mean, no need to select those template individually. We can send them all together. But my
Okay.
concern is, like I create the case today, or you create the case today, the 5 tasks will be assigned automatically. 3 tasks is for me, and 2 tasks is for Jim, which is to create the T-sheet and QuickBook accounts. Now the
Okay.
task is already created before even the candidates return their document, return the finance documents to us.
Okay. Oh, okay. So the finance documents are already taken care of by you, by other tasks. So is what you're saying is that we don't need to send them out with the email? I'm because
Uh,
I'm
no, no, no. I'm not saying this. I mean, I'm just a little bit confused about that. Uh, on which time we need the finance document of the candidate?
oh, when do you need that?
Yes.
Um, that I don't. That probably going to have to ask Jim, because I don't know. I know that like when the finance department needs it returned to them completed. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, do we need before creating their financial accounts, or before after creating those accounts? That's the only information that I need.
Okay. Right. So that's a part of the test when it comes out. So what I'm saying is, I'm sorry if I'm confused about what you're asking. If the finance paperwork goes out with that email, they have 3 days to complete everything. So
Mm.
you're asking, when does the finance team um, create the finance account? Is that what
Yes,
you're
yes,
saying?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. I'm going to have to ask Jim on that one. I don't know. So I'll ask him about that, when finance
Okay.
create, okay, account. So when does, if the paperwork is sent in email? Okay. Okay, I'll ask him. I'll send that today and ask him. I
Yeah.
apologize. I don't know about that part yet.
Okay. Okay. So that's the thing. Other than we are fine with everything.
Okay. Okay, so that's set
Like
for that.
in a
Mhm.
FW4. What is FW4?
What is the W4?
VAW4 is fine. DCW4 is fine. MD507 is
Yeah,
for.
those are all for specific states. So like VA is going to be for Virginia, DC is for, DC, and MD is for Maryland. So those are ones that we only need to send if they are a resident of that state. So we don't need to include them for everybody. I think that would be a task for, as I said, you could put that on me or whoever's doing that portion. Send appropriate state withholding form.
Okay. And
Yeah.
W4, there is one another W4, FW4. What is this?
Yeah, I think it's
Hello? Hello? Hello?
hello.
Yeah, sorry, I lost you. Okay, so 3W4 I understand. One is for MD, one is for DC, one is for VA. One is if W4 as well in your form. I mean, in your attachment. What is that one?
Which one? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Broke up a little. Which one?
Yeah, VAW4 is Virginia, DC is for resident of DC, MD 505 is for resident of MD. Now there is
Maryland,
another,
yes.
yeah. Now there is another W4 named FW4.pdf
Yes,
file.
that one should be sent to everyone.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah. As I was explaining, this is the one that holds the taxes from like the government. The other ones are state level. So this one everyone has to pay, but depending on what state you live, then you would have to send another one for what your state is. So just send the FW4 to everyone.
okay, okay. I understand. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think, yeah, and then the contractor agreement will be just to, if they're being on a contract, and then I will find out from Jim about the employee um, handbook. I can't find it. Originally, he had wanted it sent out, but I don't know where it is. I can't find it. So I'll put an email for him today too for
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then.
And is that, do we need anything else that for that?
No. We are fine, I guess. If I need anything, I'll mail you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, then. You have a great day, Depayan.
Yeah. Have a great day to you too. Bye bye.
Okay, bye-bye.